All right, shalawam. Before I begin this video, all praise, honor, and glory goes into Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, GMS, who rule well and teach well, and taught us his truth, as well as a sincere salutations to the elder bishops, along with you brothers who are laboring all throughout the four winds of the earth, right? In sincerity and in faith. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Barakathum. And to you brothers, man. And the title of this video video lesson is The Other Nations Are Wasting Their Breath Because Our Lord Will Rule Next. So this is just a little, I'm only going to play a little bit of it, but this is just Putin live speaking, emergency address. Everybody's having all these different talks about what they're going to do in the future and all these other things, completely ignoring biblical prophecy. All right, we know that biblical prophecy is going to play out exactly how the Lord wants it to. So I'm going to just play a little bit of this, and then I'm going to get some precepts. Lord's will is edifying.
Government is keeping these matters under control as well. Now, on all these matters, I hope we will have a substantive conversation. Please, I give the floor to Alexander Valentinovich Novik.
Darling, dreaming, talking.
On the world energy markets in the area of ours. And I would like to hear your opinion on the events taking place, to consult with you on how we should coordinate the efforts of the state and our private companies in connection with the events taking place. We will also discuss in this regard Russia's further actions in the field of global energy in general, including taking into account the escalation of the situation as we understand it in the Middle Eastern direction. Russia has repeatedly, I would like to note right away, warned that attempts to destabilize the situation in the Middle East would inevitably put the global fuel and energy complex under threat, raise prices for oil and gas, limit the supply of these resources around the world, and would certainly disrupt long-term investment plans. It appears that this is exactly what is happening. Today we see logistical problems on the routes for transporting hydrocarbons, and we see that this is having the most negative impact on global production, on global supply chains. It is hitting industry, all of it, in essence, without any exaggeration, the entire system of international economic relations, because following the disruption of supplies come other problems of a purely economic nature. Inflation rises, and production not only of oil and gas, but also the production of industrial.
Let's get a precept real quick. All right, so this is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, and verse 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. So it's going to get to the point where, Babylon the Great is going to be basically singled out, and circled and taunted, right? All these different, nations, all these different nations have been deceiving Babylon the Great. And it takes certain things to happen, such as this quote unquote energy crisis. It takes certain things to happen. been done knowing all that, all these different things that are taking place. Now everybody in Babylon the Great is acting surprised that the other nations hate them. Especially Jake. Jake constantly saying, if you just ask the average Jake, the average Israelite, they'll say, well, I didn't know they had it out for us like that. That's why two-thirds of our people, man, they just blind. They don't understand what's going on. When they read Obadiah 1 and 7, they not they're not thinking about the other nations. And only Lord knows what's going through the brain of a Christian reading Obadiah. They break it down. They break all the scriptures down wrong. Yet they most likely completely butcher Obadiah, because at least with some of the other scriptures, they may say, okay, Babylon the Great is America, right? Yet when it comes to Obadiah, when it comes to the book of Isaiah, Jeremiah, all of a sudden, now America don't have nothing to do with the scriptures. When it talks about Babylon the Great, aka America being destroyed, all of a sudden, that's something different. All right, that's why you got to watch out for these Christians. They don't know what the hell they talking about. Obadiah 1 and 8. Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and understanding out of the mount of Esau, which includes the Russians? So it's not going to be a time in the future where Russia is on top, or China is on top, or India is on top. These next skirmishes and feuds are going to lead to the sea hip, and then ultimately to World War III and the destruction of Babylon the Great, right? As well as that land over there in Israel, is going to be completely bombarded. All right, you niggas can get mad, but who cares? Who cares if the Amalekite is upset or if the Edomite is upset? It's going to be destroyed. All right, you heard it from the elder apostles of Great Millstone first for decades and decades and decades. So now these things are starting to come to pass, in which it's impossible, even if you were to talk shit beforehand, 50 years ago, you can talk shit now, but it's impossible to fight against the scriptures. It was impossible back then, right? And it's only the scriptures have only solidified. Like when you got concrete, you pour concrete. It's the more time goes by, it's solidified. So this is solidified. It ain't no getting past or getting around these scriptures. It ain't happening. And this is why they're gonna have to physically apprehend Salakia, the men of the Lord, because it's gonna get to the point where, okay, the prophecies are popping off the pages, and they gonna think, okay, if we scoop them up, that'll stop it. Which that's already in the scriptures. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua already got it set up to where you start messing with the Lord's men on a physical level, it's only gonna accelerate things, man. So you damn devils, excuse my language, you fucking screwed. There ain't gonna be no understanding. All this, you're gonna be destroyed. You're gonna be confused and destroyed. All right, the scriptures speak about sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Isaiah 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust. Yeah, so this shit getting brought low. America, aka Babylon the Great, ain't being lifted up. All hell breaking loose. Right? $111 a gallon. It's gonna jump up. It's gonna jump up. 200, 250 a barrel. You know, that's the times that we coming into. And Barak will tell you how about Shemiah Shai. It says, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon, sit on the ground. Yeah, so you're gonna be in a low estate. Right? Because the Israelites are in a low estate. The Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, right? 2/3 of our people, right? They don't believe that they don't believe that they on the ground. You on the ground, Jake. 2/3 of our people act like they sitting up high. No, you on the ground. You sitting low. Even a $1 million, six-figure nigga, he make 100,000 a month. He making 1.2 mil a year. He think he in good case. Just a nigga, Verizon Wireless, regional manager or something like that. Jake think he doing all right. Not knowing that all hell about to break loose. These different athletes, they think they in good case. They about to be in pitiful case, just like the scriptures speak about. Being in pitiful case, man. All right, Isaiah 47:1 going down. O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Yes, so this place that was once regarded, light, bright, like a like a fine one of them fine light-skinned women before they, like a fine light-skinned woman before she get on drugs. Everybody want her, right? Brothers know what I'm talking about. Just that that light-skinned girl that everybody wanted in school before she got on drugs. Then you flash forward and she on drugs. Down bad, looking crazy. Got one black eye, got a couple teeth missing. She on dope. That's Babylon. That's basically Babylon the Great. Babylon the Great is that once beautiful, at one point the whole world looked at her, 50s, especially the 50s, 40s, the 50s, 60s, right? And that's about the time that they started to decline, around the time that the high priest Abba Bivens came on the scene, which we believe and know to be Elijah the prophet coming back, fulfilling prophecy, right? Esau Edom going up into the, into the stars, attempting to go into the stars and, make a name for himself through these different missions, these different Apollo missions. Which, Esau talking about he went here, he went there, but, Esau didn't go nowhere, man. Esau has bounds that he cannot pass. Let me start at the top. Job 14:1. Man that is born of a woman is a few days and full of trouble. He cometh forth like a flower and is cut down. He fleeth also as a shadow and continueth not. So, life is quick, man. Life is quick and life is fast, and that's one of the reasons why Esau Edom has to be judged as a nation, because one Edomite can only do so much evil. So these devils, it's taken generations and generations of evil shit to occur. Like if these devils could live to be, 600 years old, oh my goodness, man. Like if a Rothschild was able to live, for hundreds and hundreds of years, you know, imagine all that just stored up wickedness. Yet, they're coming back through the third and fourth generation. All right, so this wickedness is being recycled. These Edomites now, they so fucking wicked, man. Their wickedness, each generation of Esau Edom come out more and more wicked. That's why as a nation, they are going down. We can't just point at one Edomite and say, look, he bad, but this other one good. No, all y'all, every single last one of you Edomites, man, you are the wicked. Now that doesn't mean that if you look like a so-called white man, that doesn't automatically, classify you as an Edomite. Yet the scriptures speak about, we try the spirit by the spirit. So we know who's who. Let them scriptures come out. And it's going to determine who's who. We are the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. We are the Israelites. You so-called white people, you are the Edomites. You are the biblical Edomites. All right, the people that the Lord has a hatred for forever. Even when you get destroyed, the Lord is going to hate you. We going to hate you. All right? And we ain't going to be bringing you up like that after that 1,000 years, but, this is just me speaking as a man. We're going to bring you up every once in a while. We're going to bring you up every once in a while. Hey, remember Esau, Edom? We're going to laugh. We're going to laugh hard, too. That deep, from the diaphragm laugh. Oh, it's going to be beautiful. Barakatha Yah Bashim Yah Shah. Job 14:3. And dost thou open thine eyes upon such an one, and bringest me into judgment with thee? Who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean? Not one. A perfect example, Esau, Edom. You ain't shit. Everybody always acting like you the cleanest thing walking. You the dirtiest, you the grimiest nigga on the planet, the so-called white man. Starting off with the international banking elite, all the way down to Joe Six-Pack. Esau. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. Yeah, so he only got so long. He can only go so far. Esau Edom, he running out of gas, man. He about to do this final push where he brings out the sea hip. And that's going to fail, man. Everything is going to fail on Esau Edom's side, man. You ain't going to rule, right, in the future. Right now you ruling, cool. But you got certain bounds, man. It says, turn from him that he may rest till he shall accomplish as an hireling his day. Yeah, so you just a hireling. You just a lackey. Low level. You just doing your job, man. And we fucking hate you devils, man. I'm going to keep saying that. We hate you damn devils. Most importantly, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai hates you damn devils. And we have the spirit in us. It's in us to hate you damn devils. For there is you start to get a little heated. Job 14:7, for there is a hope of a tree, if it be cut down, that it will sprout again, and that the tender branch thereof will not cease. And look at what you did to us. You done cut us down. Yeah, guess what? We done grew back. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And now your ass jacked up. Now you jacked up because you got caught with the apple of the Lord's eye in your hand. You thief. You got You getting caught right now. When the Lord come back, Esau Edom gonna be having his hands on the Israelites, and the Lord is going to free them. Right? Lord's will we be of the elect of the nation of Israel. That's who's gonna be freed and beamed up while this place gets destroyed. It says, though the root thereof wax old in the earth, and the stock thereof die in the ground, yet through the scent of water it will bud and bring forth boughs like a plant. But man dieth and wasteth away. Yea, man giveth up the ghost, and where is he? Yeah, and that's the important part about us as a nation. You know, when man of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, when he passes away, he not really passing away. He just resting. You know, and the scriptures speak about his works do follow him. Revelation 14:13. And I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, Write, blessed are the dead which die in the Lord from henceforth. That's all the men of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Yea, saith the Spirit, that they may rest from their labors. Yeah, so some of those men are on the earth today. You never know. A brother to the left, to the right of us could be Isaiah, could be Amos, right? Could be Habakkuk, so on and so forth. It says, and their works do follow them. It says, and I looked, and behold, a white cloud, a chariot, and upon the cloud one sat like unto the Son of Man, Yahushua, having on his head a golden crown, and in his hand a sharp sickle. And another angel came out of the temple, crying with a loud voice to him that sat on the cloud, Thrust in thy sickle and reap, for the time is come for thee to reap, for the harvest of the earth is ripe. Yeah, we almost there. We almost there, you know. And he that sat on the cloud thrust in his sickle on the earth, and the earth was reaped. Man, it's coming. It's coming. It says, and another angel came out from the altar which had power over fire, and cried with a loud cry to him that had the sharp sickle, saying, Thrust in thy sharp sickle, and gather the clusters of the vine of the earth, for her grapes are fully ripe, right? The elect. And the angel thrust in his sickle into the earth, and gathered the vine of the earth, and cast it into the great winepress of the wrath of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So all all the people that are not of the elect are going to be destroyed, right? Including 2/3 of Israel on this side, they're going to be destroyed. And the Lord is going to save his elect. It says, and the winepress was trodden without the city, and blood came out of the winepress, even unto the horse bridles, by the space of 1,600 furlongs. Blood everywhere. The Lord is going to destroy everything besides the elect of the nation of Israel. So, circling back to these other nations, y'all don't have next, right? Russia, India, China, you know, Pakistan, none of them have next. None of the heathen have next. The Lord, Yahweh, is going to send his son, Yahweh Shai, to save the elect of the nation of Israel, and the elect of the nation of Israel is going to do the will of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua in the kingdom. That's the next kingdom to rule after Babylon the Great. See, this kingdom after this, can't nothing come after this besides the kingdom. America, Babylon the Great is too fucking wicked. We couldn't have Elam come and rule for a certain amount of time. Nah. First off, the heathen don't know how to rule. They're supposed to be ruled over, man. All right, let's end it on that. Since you heathens want to play games, right? let's just go to the first one we see. Exodus 19:5. It says, Now therefore, if ye will obey my voice indeed and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people, for all the earth is mine. So the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, created his son, Yahweh Shai, right, who created the 144,000. And the 144,000 alongside Yahweh Shai created everything, right? So the Lord's elect, specifically the Lord's elect, that is his love. Okay. Now in the kingdom of heaven, the 2/3 are going to come through the loins of the elect, right? Romans 11:26. And so all Israel shall be saved, as it is written, there shall come out of Sion the deliverer, Yahweh Shai, and shall turn away ungodliness from Jacob. So this is our chance, this is our opportunity to turn to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai and be saved. The elect of the nation of Israel is going to be saved from the impending doom that's coming by way of thermonuclear intercontinental ballistic missiles. Big indicators are on the way, right, to this eventual end of this, wicked queendom Babylon the Great. All right, and one of the biggest indicators is going to be that sea-hip. Revelation 13:16, he causeth all, Esau, Edom, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So this is one of the biggest indicators that we will be coming upon the Lord's return. Any day now they could come out with this seal on a worldwide scale. We're waiting very closely for that. Of course, we know that the Passover is coming soon, and we know that the Lord always does things, before and after the Passover. So Lord's will, we get to see the Lord present the seal, right? Because the Lord is going to be doing it through Esau, Edom. Esau, Edom has been set up, much like the scriptures were speaking on earlier. He is a hireling. So the Lord has set him up, right? It has Esau, Edom puffing his chest out and being proud, thinking that he's doing everything, when in reality it's the Lord that's pushing everything. The Lord is controlling everything, man. Lord's will, the Lord is controlling us as the elect, pushing through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, enduring unto the end. All right, so with that, Lord's will, you are edified. Barakatha Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Once again, double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, GMS, who rule well and teach well and told us his truth, as well as the sincere salutations to the elder bishops, along with you brothers who are pushing all throughout the four winds of the earth the 100% accurate doctrine of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Right, double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Sincere salutations to the elder bishops, and enough respect to you brothers worldwide teaching and preaching. Okay, I'm still, once again, I don't know if it worked, but I'm going to still stitch this to the endure until salvation comes 1. And then, of course, this is being put on endure until salvation comes 2. May you brothers continue to keep your head on a swivel through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Stay prayed up. We almost up out of here. We got to keep pushing through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai. Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai. Barakatha Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kwadash. The water Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, for giving us the elder apostles of Great Millstone on down. To you sincere brothers, you sincere Akim, Kwam Yasha'Allah, and Abba Babal. Shalawam.